What's up, guys? Today we're going to be taking the stock Jeep TJ front bumper and modifying it to make it a little bit more off-road worthy. Check it out. So for this DIY project, transforming the stock front bumper into a built off-road stubby bumper, the objective today is add some of this hardware and beef it up using some scrap materials that I have set aside. So the first things we have to do is take a T30 Torx bit and remove these old plastic end caps. Right here, I'm just removing the old tow bar, and it's only 3 bolts on each side, so a total of 6 bolts to remove the front bumper. Okay, so you can see right here, I've got the marks at a 45 and a 45 over here on this side. And then we're gonna come straight down. So it's gonna be 2 cuts on each side. And I'm really liking that, that design. So that's what we're gonna go with. Let's go ahead and cut it. I took my grinder and cutoff wheel and cut along the length of this scrap piece of 3x3 tubing that I had. And we're going to install it here and just weld it in. And this should make it super rigid and strong for pulling. So here I'm just going to remove any burrs on the edges of this material and get everything ready for fit up and welding. One of the things I didn't like about the stock front bumper when it was pretty much stripped down to bare material are all these little holes. So we're gonna go ahead and try to fill in each and every one of these with my welder. And what's cool about this piece of channel that we cut to install and weld up inside of here is the fact that it helps cover up a lot of these holes. As you can see here, I've notched both ends of this piece of channel on the one side, and you'll see that here is plates that they installed for the bolting holes on the stock bumper. So these notches will fit perfectly right in here, and then I'll go ahead and weld this up into the frame, and that's what I'm going to be doing to make this more rigid. Alright guys, so I got the channel welded in, looking pretty good, and the welds came out really good. Okay, so you could see I have all the holes filled in, looking pretty good. So at this point of the build, you could stop right here, but I'm going to take this a little bit further and fill in this open area. I'm not liking how it's exposed, and these are kind of sharp points. So I'm going to go ahead and close up this area with some scrap material, and that should also help with structural integrity and tie in this lower piece to this upper piece here. Weld up these plates that I cut. It's going to go here. And we're going to just try to duplicate that angle on the end caps for both sides with some of these plate material. I'm going to go ahead and tack these in, and I'll show you what they look like. Okay, so in my kit here for the D-ring mounts, I went ahead and painted these, which I probably shouldn't, but I did purchase these raw. as raw material. I'm gonna go ahead and tack these in place too, because they're not threaded and they're just support the through bolt to go through the other side to mount the mounts for the D-rings. So I'm gonna go ahead and tack those in place. Okay, so there's the finished product after the ends have been welded on. As you can see, I'm really liking it. And I've already gone ahead and smoothed everything out and grinded off all the welds on the outside so it looks really clean. And I wanted to tell you guys about this Advanti Pro disc, which was about 11 bucks, kind of pricey, but man, it takes off the paint like no other business. Quick, and it doesn't really remove any surface material from the metal. These two items you can pick up at your local hardware store, Home Depot, Ace, and Lowe's. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So now we just have to drill our holes out for our D-ring mounts. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so we just bolted up the D-ring mounts just to make sure that everything's good as far as fitment. The bumper fits up well to the Jeep. The D-ring mounts fit up perfect. Some guys, they'll take a layer of Bondo and smooth out all of the imperfections and sand it out real good and go ahead and send it to the paint shop. But we're not looking for perfection here. Just something that is usable and looks somewhat good for off-road use. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe this thing down with alcohol and get it ready for paint. And I will show you what paint I really like to use. Start by taking some alcohol on a clean rag, and we're just gonna wipe everything clean on the inside. And we're gonna start painting the inside first. Okay guys, so the paint we're going to use today is Rust-Oleum 2X Ultra Cover Paint Plus Primer. It's a Canyon Black Satin Black paint. I really like this paint. I've used it on several other projects, and it goes really well with all the accent colors on the Jeeps. So this is the paint we're going to use. Let's get to work. I'm just making sure that it's not a really windy or dusty environment, and that there's no dust or any debris on the material you're going to lay down the paint. Alright, so we just put 4 coats of paint down on this front bumper. The paint's going to be done. We're going to let this dry for about 24 hours. After that, we'll go ahead and assemble everything and get it on the Jeep. Guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I had a lot of fun building this. I hope you had as much fun watching it as I built it. So hey, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Charlie, consider subscribing, and we'll see you on the next Jeep mod. Have a good day. Peace.